She seems so innocent this time.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth.
Alright everyone, sorry it's been a few days, but we are back with Slay the Princess. I'm not sure how much longer we have in this series. We've done this cycle a few times now. I don't know how many more pieces that we need to get of her, but we'll see what we can figure out here. I don't know if like me talking to them more changes anything.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Or I don't know if I'm
through with this, right?
supposed to have a lot of exposition.
We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah, exactly.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't know if we've entered the basement without the blade. Maybe we did once. I don't know. Let's just go into the basement and not take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of this.
Softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Rolling the dice. Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
This is very reminiscent of the first run through that we did.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay.
Maybe not have her cut off her arm this
Good
time.
luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okay, so we couldn't even go back up to get the knife, so she's definitely not going to cut
here?
off her arm this time.
You
try the door.
but
Yep. Alright.
your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess.
Yeah. Alright, go to the bottom of the
You
stairs.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much
Yeah,
easier
okay.
if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
She seems so innocent this time.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Why?
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
We've got to fully commit, you know? We're going to fully commit.
Fine. Against your better judgment, You place the blade against the ragged,
so we're gonna
self-inflicted wound on
look,
the
you can see the
princess's
blood still
arm,
on her mouth.
just above the unyielding chain binding her to this. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone.
Yeah,
of
very,
her arm.
again, reminiscent of the original.
Her limb falls to the ground.
The
She didn't
first
so much
playthrough
as
we
utter
did.
a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, no sound.
She did. She
So is this one
smiled
not going to count
softly as her
because it's
gaze
kind of the
meets
same?
yours,
It's like a
blood
repeat.
from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to. How is she still smiling after everything?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
So is something
We
going to
won't have any of that.
take
The
me
stakes
over
are
again?
Too high. You can't just let her as
Yeah,
the princess
see,
approach.
again.
Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
They're
What
just
are
trying
you
to take
doing?
over my body. And see, last time, I'm pretty sure I went, yeah, this, and then she's gonna kill me. Warner.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Maybe this is different. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She's a lot more timid this time.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, she's still gonna kill me anyway?
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you, whatever.
Yeah.
She sinks the blade into your chest
Again and again.
and again
Yep.
and again.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Wait, it hasn't already happened. So maybe, do I have to go through
Or
2
if it
cycles
has,
every
I certainly
time?
haven't been a part of it. If he doesn't remember what happened, then yes, he didn't. Our beloved.
Wait, voice of the smitten?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so
That's a
all
new
of the
one.
cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the 4 of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
You know what? I like this guy.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. She will cheat. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. I
Yes.
think we've already been over this. I do. But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. It's the blade
Okay,
is
so
your
it's
implement.
it's a really nice cabin
You'll
this
need
time.
it if you want to do this right.
This is kind of the standard, it seems like, for the second go round. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Because there isn't a mirror. There's a table. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
That's a great idea. We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you.
Okay, approach the mirror.
This really isn't...
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub. It was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Let's leave the blade again into the basement. We're fully committed. We're gonna woo the princess this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell, but it's still a stone basement.
You notice the music too this time. I don't remember the music being so different.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
We are in love.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Yes.
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you would...
Oh, whoops. Sorry, misclick.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Yes.
And she called us a hero.
Yes.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Exactly.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Villain.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done? We damned a whole world.
Everything reset,
Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
So wait, the world really has been ending every time?
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
This guy knows what's up.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this?
Yes.
We never saw a world end.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let...
No. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. Are you listening to her?
That's a confession? I don't think that was a confession. I mean, maybe admitting that you could destroy the world, I guess. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
Let's see. Yes, let's do that. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good
You
reason.
shut your mouth, narrator.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
I like this princess.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
Exactly.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
It's an interesting thought, though.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Yes. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Yes.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Watch us.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Well,
So you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No.
yes.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My
Yes.
passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second
easy
thought.
there.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Wow.
That shouldn't have worked.
It worked.
I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you.
Wait, I didn't try to
Thank
kill
so
you
much.
last time. Oh, well, I guess I in the narrator guide.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Everything is as it should be.
Weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried
No.
in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
No.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Yes.
What do we do now?
Now we live happily ever after. Yeah. Wait, what do you want to do? Let's do that.
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt
That's right.
love in his
Narrators
heart.
never felt love.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Okay. I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine
See,
with
guys,
hers.
happy endings exist.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
That's right.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
That's
will
right,
mope
narrator.
about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And
This is the
what
best
happens
ever.
after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
What the F?
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Yeah.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know. Are you listening to this? You don't
That's
have
right,
to go
screw you,
along with
narrator.
every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
That's right. I think I've got this, and I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Man, I'm awesome.
Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade.
Oh no. No, I'm not gonna take the blade from the table. You're not doing
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
that. That's not very nice.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
At last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
So much for our happy ending. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. We know the drill. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels... Yes.
Yep.
I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want me to tell? Or do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we are real? That's kind of That's definitely the answer that I lean toward. I mean, that can bleed into like real life where it's like simulation theory and all that stuff. Like, is anyone real? Are we real? Are we all the main characters of our own stories?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Okay, this is a good one. I like this one. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
All the answers that he does. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
So this is the last one. If this is the last stage before your completion, then... Okay, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end this one here. It's gonna be a longer video, I can already tell. I'm gonna try and cut it down a little bit, since a lot of it we've already seen, you know, stuff like that. The first episode anyway. So thank you for watching. The next episode will be, it sounds like, the final episode of Slay the Princess. So on that note, thanks again for watching, especially till the end if you made it this far. Please like, subscribe, share the video, all that stuff, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one, the final episode of Slay the Princess.